All right, so first off, what are you performing for the fall show?
We are performing Alan Haehnel's What I Want to Say But Never Will.
What is the show about?
Okay, so the playwright's name is Alan Haehnel. He is an English teacher at a school in another state, and he did this experiment with his class where he had kids write down 3 things: what they wanted to say but never would, who they wanted to say it to, and why they would never say it. So he was so blown away by their responses. As far as I understand, he read all of their responses and loved them, and so he sent out the call on social media back in 2009 and had people start sending in their responses from all over the nation and I believe the world. And so after he got all these answers from teenagers, he wrote the play based around their answers. It's not what our students want to say but never will. It is the students that answered those original on those original note cards.
Why did you choose this show for the fall production?
For several reasons. First of all, I think that in my mind, the fall production is a time for anybody who wants to be up on stage and wants a part in participating in the show. In spring, we do the 1 act, and you have a very limited cast at that time. You can only have 15 people. So for me, it's really important for any student who's taking theater that wants to be a part of the show to have an opportunity to do that. So my very first thing I looked for was a large cast play so that any student could audition and try to get a role in the fall show. So this particular play has 70 parts. We did have to double cast a few, and so we ended up with 53 students involved. And this one was just very poignant to me. It's very emotional. It takes us on this really neat journey through all these different people talking about things that we don't necessarily always have permission to say in our daily lives. And I was just very intrigued by that idea of students talking about the real issues in their lives.
What would you like the audience members to take away from the show?
I think the biggest thing I want people to leave this show thinking about is we all have something, some kind of struggle or something that is unsaid in our lives. And I think my biggest takeaway is that we shouldn't be afraid to bring those things into the room, as some people say, to bring them, I guess, speak life into them, because they are the things that are keeping us awake at night, that kind of guide our days and guide our personalities and who we are. And some of these issues are just human issues. It's the big questions that really guide us, like what is life's meaning, and what happens when we die, and why can't love stay? And so it's just a play about asking those really hard questions and those things that we don't always have the answers for, but that we're not really encouraged to talk about all the time. We have small talk, but we don't talk about the things that really matter.
All right, so on the advertising, it says that there's mature content that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Would you like to elaborate?
Absolutely. So I chose to put that on the advertising because, like I said, these are big questions, and there may be some things that you're not ready to address with your kids yet. I just wanted people to be aware that younger audiences might face some stuff that you aren't ready for them to yet, or that they aren't ready for. That's really it.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.